Johnny Santa is living with a loss no parent should have to bear. His son Gabriel was just 15 when he fell from a multi-storey car park in Liverpool. He died at the scene.
We had that call that every parent dreads. It was just deep shock. It's so surreal. Having that telephone conversation and being told that your son's.
Johnny Santa is living with a loss no parent should have to bear. His son Gabriel was just 15 when he fell from a multi-storey car park in Liverpool. He died at the scene.
We had that call that every parent dreads. It was just deep shock. It's so surreal. Having that telephone conversation and being told that your son's dead. And then obviously the shock lasts for a long time.
Gabe was a talented skateboarder whose teachers say was born to entertain, filming videos from the age of just 8.
My name's Gabriel, and today I'm going to be telling you who my favourite superhero is.
But these memories are no replacement for a living, growing son. And the Santas feel that if the car park where Gabe died had had higher safety barriers, their boy would still be alive today.
I went up to visit the site with the detective constable to try and understand for myself how this could happen. It's quite simple. We need to get the wholly inadequate building regulations changed. We need a change in the law.
And that's exactly what the Santas are trying to do.
Maria Riedel.
Gabriel's death has inspired those well beyond his family circle, prompting this emotional tribute in Parliament from his local MP.
He was a fine young lad with so much promise, who died too soon and so needlessly.
Maria Eagle is now trying to bring Gabe's law through the House of Commons to spare other families a similar grief.
Well, it's sickening really to think that the building regulations only require a barrier at the height of 1.1 metre. It's only just over 3 feet. Now that's not going to stop anybody falling accidentally, and I don't think the operators of car parks take safety on top of the building seriously enough. They do the absolute minimum, and that's why we need to change the law really.
And how big a problem is this?
Well, one tragic incident would be too many, but we found 17 cases in the last couple of years, and not all of them will be reported, not all of them result in deaths. Some people just get very seriously injured, and that might not be even reported. So we know there's a significant problem that could so easily be put right. Just increase the height of the barriers. It wouldn't cost that much, and it needs to be done because these are needless deaths that can be avoided easily.
If passed, Gabe's law would see the minimum height of safety barriers in multi-storey car parks substantially increased, provision made to retrofit current sites, and a requirement for car parks to have 24-hour staffing.
It would mean that Gabriel didn't die in vain, and that lessons that should have been learned are being learned, and that we've gone some way to stop any other family, any other local community, going through the trauma that we've had to face.
Q Park, who operate the Liverpool site where Gabe died, told us that his death is a tragedy. They're deeply sorry for the family's loss and have expressed this to the Santa family directly. They added, "We take safety at our sites extremely seriously, which is why the Hanover Street car park outperformed required building regulations. Additionally, an independent panel has determined no wrongdoing on the part of Q Park in these tragic circumstances." Meanwhile, the Santa family are preparing to mark what would have been Gabe's 18th birthday this summer and say this campaign would be a final gift to their son.
He'd be proud, but I think also he would have just expected it. He would have expected us to do the right thing on his behalf, because that's kind of who Gabriel was.
The bill has now begun its journey through Parliament. Gabriel's loved ones determined to see it through to the end.